It's a family, and it's a workout, and we do it all together, and we tough it out together. We run hard, we sweat. Some people whine, some people cry, some people throw up. But the boot camp is more of the ruggedness. My name's Mike Romano, Maximum Results boot camp instructor, personal trainer. I've been doing this for 11 years and started boot camp about 6 years ago when I discovered that people really like to work out in like group settings, and it helps motivate them a little bit better. And that's what made me decide to start Maximum Results Fitness. The biggest thing about boot camp, it scares people, and that's the point. I try to get people out of their comfort zone. When they're over in the gym, going on their elliptical, smiling, watching TV, you're in your comfort zone. My biggest thing is I need to scare you. You need to get out of your comfort zone, but just know you can do it. I just ask for people's 100%, okay? Your 100% is different than my 100%. Her 100% is different than her 100%. If I see you giving me your 100%, you did boot camp, okay? If you are sweating, you're out of breath, you feel like you might throw up or you might have to take a break, you gave me your 100%. If you breeze through one of these and kind of lollygag through it, that's not your 100%, and that's when I get on them. My biggest thing is I don't work out with them doing boot camp. I come around and make sure they're doing everything right. Make sure they have proper form, making sure they're doing the exercises right, making sure they're counting, making sure they're not hiding in the corner. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I don't teach it as a class, to where people can hide way in the back and do half the stuff. And I know every single person's name. I don't care if it's your first day or you've been here for a year. I know your name and I'm not going to forget it. And that way, you're not staying in the back and hiding behind people. Because if I see you do that, you're going to pay. Let's go. Let's go. Hips forward, Ev. Don't make me come over there.
It makes you move faster, and there's no cheating at all, because you start to cheat and he catches you, you're in more trouble. You got to do 15 burpees or sprints, which nobody likes.
I got no problem with him screaming and yelling at us. That's his job. He's here to push us beyond our boundaries, so nothing I don't like.
I like the well-roundedness of it. It really hits all the aspects, and that's what I really like to do, full body, plus, he works in the sprints and the running and everything like that. He switches it up a lot, so.
At first it was a little overwhelming. Now I'm used to it, so I kind of just laugh it off. But sometimes it does get scary, but it's worth it.
You hear everything about people saying, they sleep better, they're up at work, they're functioning, they're doing their job better, I do have some people that doesn't relate to their job, but I do have a lot of people where they used to be struggling at 2:30 in the afternoon, and that's when they crash. Nothing now.
I started eating a lot better, sleeping a lot better. I saw a big difference in myself and my strengths, and what I couldn't do before, now I can do. So I see a total improvement myself, and I'm very happy with it. I have a lot of more positive outlook. I feel completely different. There's things that I couldn't do back in August that I can do now, and above and beyond what I thought I could do. So
It's definitely made me a lot healthier. I'm a teacher. I'm on the ground a lot, so over younger kids, it makes my knees better. Everything, just a lot happier about everything. So
I cook for a living, so I'm always on my feet anyways. But yeah, I'm not as tired at the end of the day. My feet don't hurt as much. Plus, I do a lot of lifting of boxes, unloading trucks and stuff. It's much easier now than it was a year ago.
My strength has definitely gotten better, tightened up and toned up. I thought I was in shape before, and then I started boot camp, and it really changed a lot. And, just by doing this, I changed my diets and I changed all that. I've definitely noticed a difference everywhere.
Even if they didn't lose the weight they wanted to lose per se, they feel better, they're healthier, they're fitter. They can do things that they never thought would do, and they're not lazy anymore. They're excited, they're energetic, and that changes everything at the workplace. When you're up and peppy and stuff like that, you have a better day. I know a lot of these boot campers look forward to every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, so they get through their job, and they have their gym clothes in their car waiting, so they come straight here. Some of them get here early to warm up, and then they're down here stretching, waiting for 6 o'clock to hit. And that's the difference that makes in their lives. It did start outside. Started with flipping tires, pulling sleds and weight and carrying each other. So more of it of being a rugged workout. So to put the stamp of boot camp on it is where it came from, of working our butts off.
What I like is everything's different, so you don't get set on a routine. You know, people can't skip on a day they hate because they don't know when it's going to come up. Something's always new. He's always bringing in new exercises, so it's fun.
It's a workout. You know, it's not a class. I don't need a cheerleader. If I wanted a cheerleader, just go out there and do it yourself, you know, and have your mom out there saying, "Come on, honey, you can do it." No. You want somebody to yell at you. And if you're doing it wrong, you're going to get yelled at. If you're half-assing it, you're going to get yelled at, because if you half-ass something, you're going to get half-ass results. And there's no point to be down here, coming here 3 times a week if you're going to just half-ass workouts.
I like the environment, the people that do it. The workouts are different every time we come in. Trainer's always on us, whether it's here or at home. Comes with a nutrition plan. He's always there if you need help in the gym when it's not boot camp time, any of that.
I've seen these people, most of them for almost a year now, and I know what they're capable of, or I watch them without saying a word. I see what these people are capable of, and then I make sure that I push them to their max, and that's my job.
I'm glad he came here. I'm glad he started it. You know, when we first did it, the first couple of months, there was literally like 6 people. I think maybe a month in, I came to boot camp, and you know, all of a sudden it was all these people, and it's been great. We're like a family. We love each other. We love coming here.
If I have a bad day, I make myself come here because it's like the best therapy.
In the end, he cares about us, person to person, and he really wants to see us get better and stronger and faster, and wants to see us do well. So, yeah, he curses, but in the end, he means well.
Really has made a positive outlook. As much as we are in pain afterwards, it really truly is a great exercise class, and we've become family out of it. You know, it's a small family that encourages all of us and each other to push ourselves and become better.
Is it going to be hard? Yeah. Is it going to suck sometimes? Yeah. Do you want to punch me and call me names and give me the finger behind my back? That's fine. But at the end of the day, they're going to be happier that I did that, because when they want the results, when summertime comes, or you know, when the race comes, or you know, somebody gives them a compliment at work, then they're like, okay, I know what he's doing here, and that's the goal.